Hey guys, welcome back to part 3. In this part we're going to make the gauntlets.
For this tutorial I went ahead and sculpted a hand model, which you can go to my Gumroad, I left a link in the description down below, and download for free, because I'm such a nice guy like that. This is an advanced tutorial for ZBrush, so if you're not familiar with the user interface, I recommend going back and checking out my Beginners Series playlist. I also have a video on making hands if you want to learn how to make and sculpt hands of your own, and I'll leave a card for that at the top. I started by masking a piece on the back of the hand and using extract at 0.02 and running Z remesher at the lowest possible setting, 0.01, and that makes our piece stand out pretty nice. Then we clean it up with the move brush and smooth things out, maybe run Z remesher one more time, and we duplicate that plate and move it down 3 more times. Then I go back and use the move brush to get everything into place to contour it to the shape of the hand a little better. And then we start using the old trick with the Damien standard brush and the pinch brush to make some nice creases stand out on the tops and corners of the plates. Now we move on to the fingers. So we start by masking just the top half of the first finger, and we want to get the knuckle piece first, which is probably the most difficult because it has to contour to the side of the hand as well. So we get the shape about the way we want it, and then use the move brush to get everything into place. And again with the Damien standard, making those nice creases, using the pinch brush to create a nice sealed edge, and then using the H polish brush to create a nice flat surface between each edge or change in plane. And once we create that piece, we're just going to duplicate that piece and move it down to the second segment of the finger so that each piece of this gauntlet stays consistent. Don't forget to run Z remesher at 0.01 from time to time. This helps keep your polygons really low and enables you to get some really nice flat, smooth surfaces. For the end of the finger, we're just going to mask off the tip of the finger, and again we'll run extract, and then we end up pulling out the end of the finger a little bit. Maybe scale up that piece a little bit so it fits around the end of the finger, and just use the Damien standard to create a nice crease on top, and the pinch brush to pull together the nice point at the end and at the top. The nice thing is now that we've done all the work on one finger, we can use these pieces and duplicate them over to the other fingers. The hardest part is the knuckle, because you have to reshape that for the other fingers. But really, you're just taking the other parts so that they all look consistent, duplicating each segment for each part of the finger as you work your way across. Now I'm going to go back and duplicate the plate closest to the wrist, shape that out to kind of contour to the shape of the hand a little better. And now we move on to the thumb. So you notice in my reference image here, it looks like a giant diamond. So I mask off a nice diamond shape, use extract, use Z remesh, use the move brush, the damn standard plus the pinch brush, and finish it off with the H polish brush. So you start to see the pattern here. This is all pretty much the same. It's just these steps in the same order, just with different pieces and making sure that they all overlap correctly, that nothing is pushing into the hand, and everything lines up the way that you want it. Now same thing for the thumb, but instead I'm going to mask around the entire finger before using extract. If you're working on a piece and you thin it out too much, or it gets crushed underneath your brush, or you need to make it a little thicker, go over to the right hand side, choose the Deformation tab, and find the inflate bar, and just drag that slider to the right a little bit, and it gives your model a little bit of thickness and kind of helps bring back some of your polygons so you can keep working. Now we need something that's actually holding this on, otherwise all these pieces would just fall off the hand. So we're going to create a wrist strap at the bottom, and we'll mask off and create another wrist strap at the palm. And it's just masking off using extract and running Z remesher and smoothing it out. And very last, I went into the brushes and found the IMM Steam Gear brush and just found a nice looking rivet piece and used that to put on the plates where the leather straps connect at the wrist and make it look like it's pinning all of the plates together in the right places. That pretty much covers all of the steps that I used. It's really basic stuff. It's just using mask, extract, Z remesh, and then going in with the move brush, the Damien standard plus the pinch brush, and then finishing it off with the H polish brush to create nice flat smooth surfaces. One of the most important parts is just making sure you have your base shape so you can extract out on top of it. Once you have that, you can pretty much make armor on anything. This project was so challenging, but I'm very glad that I started it. because I've learned so much along the way. And really, that's all that we can do. Start projects that we're not comfortable with and figure out how to make things that we don't know how to make. And eventually we get better.
That's going to wrap everything up for this video, guys. Thank you again for watching. Eventually, we're going to have to get around to exporting all of these pieces because there's a lot of moving parts. We'll probably go through a video next time exporting from ZBrush into something like Blender and create a final render or something like that. Quick shout out for a young game developer that I've been following. He's making a dungeon style game using Unity and it is awesome. So if you guys are into game development, go and check out his channel. It is called
LlamaDev.
He's making some good stuff over there. That's going to do it for this week. But until next time.